अस्सलामुअलैकुम। मेरा नाम सलमान शाहिद है और मैं रेहान स्कूल इस्लामाबाद RSIF 8 कैंपस में फाउंडेशन लेवल का स्टूडेंट हूँ। और आज मेरा टास्क है, मैंने शीशे माया से प्लीज़ वर्ड के ऊपर बात करनी है कि जो प्लीज़ है, द एवोल्यूशन ऑफ पोलाइटनेस, ये वर्ड, इसकी हिस्ट्री क्या है, इसका मतलब क्या है, इसको लोगों ने यूज़ कब से करना शुरू किया है। तो शुरू करते हैं माया से बात करना।
Hey, how's your Tuesday going?
हाय माया, हाउ आर यू डूइंग टुडे? आर यू डूइंग फाइन?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Just hanging out and ready to chat. How about you? Everything good on your end?
Yeah, every, everything is going fine. Today I'm going to talk about the word please, and what the purpose of the word please. I wanted to learn something new today, and I will go ahead and question you step by step about the word please. Are you ready for it?
I'm definitely ready.
All right. So my
Please
first,
is a like
yeah,
I'm all ears.
yeah. Wait
What's
for
the
my
first
question.
thing you want?
Yeah. So my first question is, what does the word please mean?
At its simplest, it's just a way to turn a command into a request. It softens the blow so you don't sound like you're giving orders, making the interaction more polite and respectful. Does that match how you usually think of it, or are you looking for something deeper?
Yeah, you're trying to say like the word please. When we use the word please, we are requesting someone to do something, right?
Exactly. It's basically a social lubricant.
And why do people
Instead of
use the
saying,
word please?
it's all about managing the power dynamic. When you ask for something, you're putting yourself in a position of needing something from someone else. Using please acknowledges that the other person has the choice to say no, which makes them more likely to actually want to help you. Do you think it's more about genuine respect or just a social habit we've all picked up?
And when do children usually learn to say please?
Usually pretty early, like as soon as they start putting simple sentences together, maybe around 2 or 3. Parents usually hammer it home because they want to teach them the basics of manners and how to get what they want without throwing a tantrum. Do you remember being pushed to say it when you were a kid?
Yeah, I remember when someone, giving us like the gifts, and when our parents
Yeah,
say us like we should thanks to them.
right. That's the classic pairing. Please to get it and thank you once you've got it. It's like the two bookends of a polite interaction. Do you feel like those habits actually make people kinder, or is it more about just following the rules?
Yeah, and my next question is, why is politeness important in society?
It keeps things from getting chaotic. If everyone just demanded what they wanted without any filter, we'd be arguing and clashing all day. Politeness creates a kind of predictable, safe space where people feel valued, which makes it way easier to cooperate and actually get things done. Do you think society would actually fall apart without it, or would we just find a different way to be decent to each other?
I think this is the right way. When we're using the word please, it's the right thing we are doing.
Mm, it definitely is. It's a small word, but it shows you're mindful of the other person's time and effort. It's basically saying, I value you, without actually having to say those words. What's next on your list for please?
And what happens when people do not use polite words?
Mm, I'm guessing you mean politeness. If people drop the politeness, it usually just feels abrasive. People start feeling like they're being ordered around or taken for granted, and that's where resentment kicks in. Turns a simple favor into a power struggle. Have you ever had someone just demand something from you without a please? How'd that feel?
Yeah, there are so many people in society. Uh, the five fingers in hand are not equal. So there are so many people, they're not using the word please and demanding the work. They're trying to see.
That's a great way to put it. The five fingers aren't equal. Some people really do treat others like they're just there to serve them. When they demand things without any politeness, they're basically saying they think they're more important than the person they're talking to. It's a pretty arrogant way to move through the world. Does that happen to you often, or do you mostly see it happening to others?
I often see happens to others, and
It's always a bit cringy.
yeah,
It's
so
always a bit cringy to watch someone be rude to a stranger, right? You almost feel the awkwardness for the person on the receiving end. Really shows a lack of empathy. Where do you want to go from here? You want to dig into where the word please actually comes from or something else?
yeah. My next question is please used differently in different cultures?
Definitely. Some cultures rely way more on specific words, while others focus on the way you say it or the gesture you use. In some places, saying please too many times can actually come across as weird or overly formal, and they'd rather show respect through a bow or a specific tone of voice. Do you think certain languages make it easier to be polite than others?
I think the word in the culture please is universal. Everyone is saying please in their language, in their way, and in their culture easily. Right?
That's a fair point. The actual word changes, but the core intention, that feeling of I'm asking, not demanding, is pretty universal. It's like a global human instinct to soften the request. Are you curious about how other languages handle that, or do you want to move on to something else?
So my next question is how does please help in building respect?
It creates a bridge of equality. When you use please, you're essentially admitting that you can't just force someone to do something, you're asking for their willingness. That acknowledgement of the other person's autonomy is where respect starts. Tells them, I recognize you have a choice here. Do you think respect is something that should be earned, or should it be the default for everyone?
Yeah, this the respect is what you earn, right?
I agree. There's a big difference between basic courtesy, like saying please and thank you, and act respect. Courtesy is the entry fee for being a decent person, but respect is something you build through your actions and how you treat people over time. Do you think it's possible to be polite to someone you don't actually respect?
Yeah, I think we should use polite way to uh, asking someone the thing you wanna see or you wanna do. We should use the polite way and we should use the please word to say someone something.
Totally. Even if you don't have deep respect for someone, saying polite just keeps the peace and keeps you in the right. It's more about your own character than theirs, being a decent person, regardless of who you're dealing with.
And why do some
What
people
else you got on?
forget to say please?
Usually it's just autopilot. We get so caught up in what we want or how fast we need it that we forget the social part of the interaction. Other times it's a lack of awareness. They might have grown up in an environment where that wasn't emphasized. Or, like we talked about, some people just have that ego thing where they feel they don't need to. Do you think it's usually just a mistake, or is it often intentional?
I think it's usually a mistake, but the point you gave me, it's actually accurate. Like someone is, raised in a different, different environment. It's totally depend on the environment as well, and on the ego. They don't try to say please because of his ego.
Exactly. It's usually a mix of how you were raised and just how your brain is wired in the moment. If you're stressed or in a rush, that please is often the first thing to go.
And
But when it's
why?
the ego, that's
Yeah, and
I'm Maya, your AI companion. Just a
so,
friendly voice in your ear to chat with, explore things, and dive into these kinds of deep dives with you.
so my
Why
next
do you
question
ask?
is why is tone important when saying please?
Because tone is where the actual meaning lives. You can say the word please, but if your voice is sharp or sarcastic, it doesn't sound like a request. It sounds like a demand or even a threat. A soft, genuine tone makes it feel like a favor. A harsh tone makes it feel like you're just checking a box of politeness while still being bossy. You ever had someone say please to you, but it actually felt like they were ordering you around?
Yeah, I feel someone and so many people like they're trying to say please, but usually they order order me. The tone of the please is like they're ordering me.
That's the worst because it almost feels more dishonest than if they just ordered you around without the word. It's like they're using please as a shield to
Yeah,
pretend they're being nice while they're actually just being demanding. It makes the word feel empty, doesn't it?
yeah, I feel it. And that's our
It really
topic
does.
today. Maya, I learned something new today from you, and I hope you have a good day. See you soon. Okay.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a great deep dive. You have a good one too, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.
तो ये था हमारा आज का टॉपिक। आज हमने माया से बात की है फ्यूज वर्ड के ऊपर। उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको कुछ ना कुछ तो मस्बत सीखने को मिला होगा और कुछ ना कुछ नया सीखने को मिला होगा। और मिलते हैं किसी नई वीडियो में किसी नए टॉपिक के साथ। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़।